Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Bengals going up against the Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And all the way down to the 26. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 44 yards. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, down right around the 25. Eight yards to go here on second down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Winston now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
To throw. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 9-yard line. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
When it's 3rd and goal, you don't need to make a heroic play. You just need to make a play and able to knock that one away. That was really nice.
Yeah, I don't think going for the interception, like you said, just wanted to make sure that the ball hit the ground, and it did.
I'm going to call heroic anyway.
So it's been a battle of field goals here early on. I guess if this were a soccer game, it'd be 2-1, but instead here it's now 6-3.
You mean if this were a football game? Give credit to both defenses, though. When push comes to shove here early, they've held the line, and neither of these offenses have been able to break through.
And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So we've got a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. He's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 5. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, Winston. Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards on the play.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
On 1st down, Green. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I like the call. inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run on 1st down. Green. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jordan Willis in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Pulled in at the 24. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Winston. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. J. Watt. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw is Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Devin Funchess, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This will be caught inside the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Bell. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. On the other side of midfield. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A screen to Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. That one goes for 24 yards. A give to Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Boswell's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Detroit! Detroit! Good! Leopard! Leopard!
Play clock winding down. Then he'll give it here to his running back. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now let's go! Blue, landing! Gun!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot!
He'll look to throw. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The give is to Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
All right, here we go. 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he is Back at the 11-yard line. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Going for the deep ball. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Throwing, Winston. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
On first down, Green, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Winston. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
They'll run on first down. Green. And a loose football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. James has got it, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And the play clock's running down. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete. It's Bell. That one goes for 24 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Back to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out of his end zone, Winston. He sets to fire deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. He's going to go deep for fun. And, oh, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Pretty move. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It's caught by Funchess. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now the Bengals on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? It's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. To throw, Winston. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. A first down throw for Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Winston now from the 50. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ready.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Ready. Ready.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down, Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robertson. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. It's Robertson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this looks to probably be the final play. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you still think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
it.